Rob Parsons. Hello to you, Rob. What's at stake in Antony Blinken's latest trip to Israel?
Well, it's a really delicate balancing act for him. First of all, I think clearly he wants to ensure that he demonstrates that the United States still has Israel's back, that it's not going to let Israel down in any sort of way. But at the same time, the United States wants to impress upon Israel that there has to be more recognition of the need for humanitarian aid to get into Gaza, and that there should be humanitarian pauses, not ceasefire. That's a word that the Americans aren't using, just like the Israelis. They say that that would be a reward to Hamas, but pauses to allow the aid to get in, perhaps on a regular basis, once a day or twice a day, something like that. And the other thing I think that he's most conscious of is ensuring that this doesn't spread into a regional conflict, which is why presumably after he's been in Israel, he's going on to Jordan to meet Arab leaders there, to impress on them, as if they don't need being impressed upon, that there are real dangers that this could turn into a regional conflict, and what can they do to prevent that happening? Those are the three areas I think he's looking at most today. But the US is clearly very concerned that this is beginning to spiral out of control. The bombings of the Jabalia refugee camp, for instance, have caused a pretty severe reaction around the world, and a point will come when if these attacks and the civilian death toll continues to rise at the rate it is at the moment, that the pressure will become very, very intense on the United States to take tougher action to try and hold Israel back. They're not at that point yet, but Israel too needs to be aware of that. I'm sure is perfectly aware of that. But that's a point that Biden will be making to Netanyahu in their talks today, if he hasn't already in the meeting he had with him earlier this morning.
All right, Rob, thank you very much. Rob Parsons, our chief foreign editor.